Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whenever you are watching this volunteer and volunteer and intern orientation video. I'm Emily, and I'm going to just tell you about some things about JFS. We're going to go over our mission, vision, value, our services, some of the current opportunities we have for volunteers and interns, and then just generally talk about scheduling and next steps. Thank you for your willingness to share your talents and your time and your passion with us. We are so grateful, and we hope that you enjoy your experience with us here at JFS. So welcome. My name is Emily, and I'm the volunteer coordinator here at JFS. I primarily work in Niagara County in the Niagara Falls office, but I'm also in Buffalo helping support all of the different things we do in the Buffalo office as well. And then I work alongside Sierra, and she is the volunteer manager, and she does all of the programming in Buffalo, as well as everywhere. So you'll either be working with me or Sierra or both of us. And then we have Sydney and Dasha also on our volunteer team to help support volunteers and help support all of the programming that we have here at JFS. Okay, so our mission. JFS of Western New York empowers people to achieve their unique aspirations by offering culturally responsive and individualized care. That just means we really treat each person as an individual and try to meet them where they're at. Our purpose, to help individuals and their families achieve stability and thrive on building resiliency. So we want to help our clients and all of those people that we assist in JFS. We want them to be able to become stable and thrive on their own. We support them, giving them the support to be successful on their own. Our visions, to be the first choice for the communities we serve and the services we provide. So we want to be number one. We want to be the best at what we do. And I think most companies and organizations do strive for that, and we are as well. Our values, person-centered, culture responsive, partnership-based, and built on trust. These are all values that all employees at JFS try to really focus on and stay true to JFS's mission and vision and purpose and values. So welcome. I hope you enjoy your journey with us. So some things about JFS. JFS is broken into two different categories. We have community services and clinical services. And all of our programming falls under one of those. Okay, so community services. We have our refugee services, which is reception and placement, which is the first 90 days that a refugee comes here to Buffalo. The first 90 days, we help them get settled. We help them navigate benefits and signing up their children for school if they have children, getting a job, all really that necessary things to survive and really become integrated into the US is that first 90 days. That doesn't mean we stop helping people at 90 days. It's just all of our main programming to help people settle is in that first 90 days. And then after 90 days, we have the matching grant, we have preferred communities, we have post-resettlement services. So matching grant is helping people when they're trying to find a job. If they haven't found a job in that first 90 days, and we still help them find a job. If that job didn't work out, we still continue to help them. And that is extra support while they're finding a job. Preferred communities are any sort of vulnerable population, be it medical or health related or different identities people have, all of that. And then post-resettlement services is has a lot to do with schooling and getting people education that they need. And then we have family support program, which kind of comes out of refugee services. We really need to help our refugees be integrated in the US and teach them how children are raised in America, which is the program that we use. And so the family support program is to really support all of our clients, refugees, not refugees, the community, who need that extra family and parenting support. And then the Jewish community care are we're supporting the Jewish community, and that includes Holocaust survivors and those that are elderly and or those older individuals that would like assistance and need some extra help. So we have employment and career services, which also ties in with our refugee services because we do place all of our we do try and place all of our clients in employment and careers. And then care coordination really has to do with navigating the healthcare system, and it could be children, adults, that type of thing. And we have different volunteer opportunities in all of these different categories. So our other part of JFS, we have our clinical services. So we have the mental health clinic, and that is your typical counseling and meeting one-on-one and that type of thing. And then we have we have RICH, which is our Refugee and Immigrant Center for Healing. And we have different programs inside of RICH, where we have Survivors of Torture program, which helps support the healing and all of the trauma that someone has gone through as a refugee or as an immigrant. And this is open for anyone in the community to take part of if they need that extra assistance. And then same for our trauma systems therapy for refugees is depending on different populations, they need different support and mental health support and all that. So that is our general services here at JFS. I know it's a lot, and you don't have to remember everything. It's more just so you know what's available in case someone asks, or maybe you're interested in supporting a different type of client that we have. You're more than welcome to talk to us about that, and we can help you get where you fit best. If you're not having the best experience, then let us know, and we will try and make sure everyone's needs and everyone's wants and match up. Okay, so here are some of our current volunteer opportunities. In refugee services, we have some for individual people. So if you want to volunteer as an individual, we have ENL mentoring, which ENL stands for English as a New Language. And that is when you meet with a client one-on-one, either at a public place or in their home, depending on what you prefer. And you help support that individual in learning English. And we have many different ranges of very basic English to intermediate English. So you kind of get to choose what you would prefer to work on, what you're most comfortable with. And then bus training. Bus training is helping someone navigate the metro and busing systems in Buffalo or in Niagara County, depending on where you are, because it is a vital skill to have, especially when you're trying to get to work. So we definitely, that's one thing there. And then office volunteer is someone who would come into the office and help us take phone calls and navigate any sort of things in the office. And then for our other type of refugee services, we have group volunteer opportunities that you can take part of. So a home setup is when a person comes here to the US and we find them permanent housing, we need help setting up a home for them. It could be an individual, it could be a family, it really depends. And we need our awesome volunteers to help set up and place things and clean an apartment or house, depending on how big the family is and and each case is base by base. So that looks like lots of different things. And then circle of care is doing all of the things that I just said, but as like a group. So circle of care, you'd be doing the home setup, you'd be doing the ENL mentoring, you'd be doing bus training, you'd be taking clients out on outings, and you kind of stick with one family and help them, stick with them for 6 months, and you help them really adjust. And we recommend a group of like 5 to 10 individuals who could do that. So if you're interested in any of those, please reach out. So our next thing is our family support program. We have supportive play, which is watching and playing with children while their parents are getting the necessary information in like a parenting and cultural orientation class that we have. And then Jewish community care, a friend to a Holocaust survivor. We also have like delivering meals and that type of thing. And then community services, job prep assistance. And with all of these, we also have the need for drivers and grocery deliveries and like kind of one-time, one-shot volunteer opportunities too. If you would like and you're interested in those, let us know and we can hook you up with that. Okay, so we ask that our volunteers record their hours in Better Impact on a weekly basis. And this is kind of what it will look like when you log into Better Impact, which you're on right now. So if you need more assistance with that, please reach out. And that's kind of basically it. We just really need to track hours. A lot of our grants are based on how many hours we have. And if this is an easier way to have a more accurate number for the number of hours that we have total. So if you could please do that. The first couple times can be a little tricky, but once you get used to it, it will hopefully become second nature. But if not, just reach out and we will let you know how to do that. Okay, so next steps. Complete any required paperwork, anything that you have on your dashboard and Better Impact. Someone from JFS will reach out to you to schedule start date or about more information that you might need and the required paperwork for whatever volunteer opportunity that you are interested in doing. Each one kind of has different requirements, and that will be all laid out in an email, or you can reach out to us if you are unsure on the next steps. We will gladly walk you through. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a really great day, great morning, great night, whenever you watch this, and feel free to reach out anytime. I know I keep saying that, but it's true, and we all want you to have the best experience possible. So thank you for listening, and bye.